I bit the bullet. I'm doing a tea review for the Adagio Tea month thing. What, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because if I do this right, it'll be connected onto the unboxing video. Also, if I stop being lazy and edit. Anyway, I was just going to do the citrus mint green tea tonight, but I decided against that because I think my husband is working late, so it was like oolong or black tea, and black tea I know has caffeine. I don't know if oolong tea has caffeine. So we're gonna try the summer rose, which is black tea, rose petals, and rose flavor. And it only brews for steeps, whatever. It only takes 3 minutes. I'm not a fan of roses. I'm just not a fan of floral. But I haven't eaten a rose or drunk a rose, so we're gonna do rose in a tulip cup. And no, I still have not gotten me a big honkin' mug. Just was not in the plans this week. Oh no, it tore. Well, I tore it sloppily. Okay, that's not offensive. That's nice. Ooh. It's mostly, nope, there's the rose. It's mostly a black tea smell, like just regular black tea. There's that floral tone. But it was not the first thing I smelled, so I have a little bit of hope. Got the infuser, and you know what, I'm probably gonna do this off camera and get a little, so that way if I spill it, I have a bowl container. I'm gonna spill it in there. It's hard to scoop it out of these packages. Oh no. Also, I don't want to waste stuff. Okay, that's probably a little too much. I mean, I'm sure it's the right amount, because it is pretty. And you are mostly close. Whatever, you're gonna work. It's gonna work. And close this, and we'll do this. We're gonna try the rose. And if not, if I don't like this, I will give this to one of my friends that does love tea, or I'll offer it in the Elven Grove to one of you guys that might like tea. So, I mean, I've only just tried it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that makes me happy. It already has a nice black tea color starting, and I'll be back in like 3 minutes. Alright? It's been 3 minutes. Not gonna lie, it kind of reminds me a little bit of a nasal spray that I had to take a few years ago. That didn't last long because I could not stand it. So, it is a gorgeous color though. I gotta say, this is the color I think of when I think of tea. Although I'm getting really, really partial to that deep berry color. Alright. Obviously very hot. I don't know if you can see it steaming. Yeah, it's really hot. Ooh. My best hope is that it just tastes like black tea and nothing else. I'm nervous. I really am. If this is a fail, I'm just gonna brew a cup of orange pekoe from Twinings. I know. But that's one of the most comforting teas I've ever had in all of my years. And it's also like the consistent tea that I keep in the house. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's really hot. don't want to burn my lips. I really don't want to burn my lips. Ugh. You know what? It was really hot. I did kind of burn my lip. I'm gonna let this cool down, and then we'll come back to it, and I'm gonna give it a fair shot. But that initial reaction, it reminds me of the rose nasal spray. It wasn't even rose. Whatever. The nasal spray I had tasted like flowers, and the only flower I could like dead flowers, and I attributed rose to that. I'm gonna come back after this is stopped steaming as much, and I'm gonna give it a fair shot. But that's my initial reaction. That was fun. Okay, it's been a little bit. It stopped steaming as much. It's still steamy. It's a lot more touchable to my fingertip, and I did burn my tongue a little bit on that first sip, so no. That's my initial, no, yep. I taste those floral notes, and I do not appreciate them. I don't appreciate the smell. It does smell like roses. But I do have some sugar. I'm not going to dump this whole thing in, but I'm going to add a bit of sugar to sweeten it up, and we'll see if it's a little more palatable. I think this is the first tea I've ever had that I'm like, yeah, you know, I could probably add cream to, but then it would probably be like a creamy flower. This is the first time I ever had tea. I'm like, yeah, I would probably add cream to that. No, just, You know, I'm gonna add just a little bit more. It's not as offensive. Still not using the whole thing. Let's try this. I know the camera's way up higher than before. You know what? Yeah. Alright. I don't have the energy to lift my cup very high right now. It would be nice if I enjoyed this. And I'm not gonna make myself, but it would be nice if I enjoyed it. I know that. If not, I'm just gonna give it away, but we'll see. No, I'm gonna finish this cup. This is not a tea for me. This is like a tea. Oh God. At least it's not overtly floral. I really just don't like floral at all. But it's not overtly floral. Like, you can smell black tea and roses. But this is a tea that I could picture an old English granny having at tea time, eating little petite fours and having a nice date with another old English granny, and they're talking about, I don't know, the last 25 years of their life. It's not for me, but fairly is definite base of black tea. Definite base of black tea. And then you got the floral coming in as a top note and an aftertaste. It's not cloying. It's not stifling. It's not, I'm gonna smack you in the face with roses. It's just floral. It is, and honestly, it's actually better than the, oh, I don't even remember what it was. The one that tasted on my last video, like grass cuttings and like a fruity aftertaste. This is better than that as a tea taste as a whole. It really just, it's that afternote of rose, but that's a me thing. I totally live and own, that's a me thing. But it is a nice solid black tea taste, and it's a lighter, it's a light overtone of rose, but it is definitely there. You're not really gonna miss it. It's not bitter, it's very smooth, and I appreciate a smooth tea. This is very smooth, definitely not bitter. It's not really acidic tasting. I know some teas can be, and I am by no means a tea expert, but this is on my bottom 3 of their entire list so far, and I kind of thought this would be like absolute bottom. It's not. I'm impressed for what it is. It's just not a Nico tea. So I definitely will finish this. I think I can do that. Especially, and I honestly, the amount of sugar I put in didn't make it super sweet. So that's saying something. That means it was really bitter. That first taste was really bitter. But the sugar really sweetened it and softened it, but it doesn't taste like it has a ton of sugar in it. So, I mean, that's a balancing effect that you're going to have to take into account when you drink this if you want to order it. I recommend it if you like black teas and flowers. I don't recommend this if you don't like flowers, but at least it's not like, you know, smacking you in the face with flowers. I appreciate that. It's delicate. It's just not a me tea. I kind of want it to be tomorrow night so I can do the next tea. I'm not going to do it tonight. I already look like hell. I already feel so dead tired. I didn't sleep well last night, which is why the black tea tonight. But I'm going to stop talking, and you'll probably see me tomorrow.